Good morning. So for breakfast, I'm going to make me a clone of the McDonald's McGriddle. Um, Someone asked me to show how I make French toast with my 90-second mug bread. This isn't going to be French toast, but this is kind of along the same lines. So you want 30 grams of almond flour. You kind of know how to eyeball it. About like that. You want a teaspoon of baking powder. You want I believe it's a tablespoon of butter. Just put a dollop like that size. And one egg. So that is the recipe for 90-second mug bread. And one second. The only modification I'm going to do to it to turn it into like a McDonald's McGriddle bread is add some of this Birch Bender's keto syrup. This is actually sweetened with monk fruit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this in it. This stuff is actually pretty strong too. So you don't really need a lot. That might be a little too much actually. Now typically if I was making French toast, I would maybe also add some cinnamon and sweetener to that. Or, someone else that I was going to say with French toast, you could also add monk fruit extract if you wanted it extra sweet. But I think for this bread, I'll just add the syrup and that'd be fine. So once you have this mixed up, you throw it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and then it puffs up into a bread. And the way I'm going to make the sandwich, I'm going to have probably 2 sausage patties, some bacon, an egg, and cheese. If you want to, you can toast this bread once it's done and add a little more of the syrup on your sandwich if you like that syrup flavor. And it's pretty good. And of course, it's not exactly like the McGriddle, but I think it satisfies that craving if you have it. Alright, I'll be back to show you the completed sandwich. Alright, so this is the finished product here. This is my McDonald's McGriddle clone that's keto friendly. That's how the bread turned out, and I poured a little of the keto syrup on the bread as well. 2 sausage patties, an egg that's well cooked, and a slice of white American cheese. Actually, I think it's white cheddar cheese and bacon. Looks pretty good. This is lunch for today. Factor 75's herb crusted chicken with green beans. I added some salt. Hey guys, how's it going? So I just got back from my workout. I did lower body. First I did 30 minutes of cardio on the elliptical, and then I did lower body. Let me think. What was the first thing I did? I did squats with 25-pound kettle weights in each hand. I did 3 sets, 12 reps. Then I did leg extensions and also leg curls. I forget the weight. I guess that doesn't really matter. Then after that, I did leg presses and also calf presses. So it was a pretty good workout. I haven't been too consistent with the gym still. I have been consistent with the diet, although I did make a slight modification today. The past few days, maybe, I don't know, it's probably been about 4 days, I guess. I just have not been feeling too great. I know I made a few comments. Well, I think I talked about the achiness and slight itchiness and the depression. So I was thinking in the past I've taken magnesium to help me with that, and it seemed to help. But I think I mentioned this in the last video. It's like when you start to feel better, you stop taking the vitamins. So anyway, I need to be consistent with that. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I started magnesium again. It's magnesium, I forget what it is, glycinate? It starts with a G. So I'm doing about 200 milligrams of magnesium, and I'm also taking vitamin B12, vitamin D, and calcium. I think that's it. So I started taking those yesterday or the day before. Started feeling better yesterday. And today, I actually took those vitamins, and I also ate, as you saw in the video, I had about 20 grams of carbs from strawberries. Because I think being extreme low carb can also cause muscle spasms, which I've had those. I haven't mentioned those, but I've had muscle spasms, muscle aches, and I think keto. I know initially going to keto from eating sugar, it definitely messes with your moods and brain, because that sugar addiction, I mean, it's a real thing, and when you're craving that stuff, yeah, it messes you up mentally. So I was wondering if maybe the depression was some sort of sugar withdrawal symptom. So of course, I didn't want to eat processed sugar, so I figured fruit was the best source, and I know berries are typically low carb. So I had some strawberries. I actually got quite a few strawberries, so I'll have those about 300 grams of strawberries daily, just to help me keep consistent. So, but yeah, I feel a lot better today. So I'm happy about that. Tomorrow's the weigh-in. Every time I do a weigh-in, I feel like I haven't lost anything, or I feel like I'm not going to see a change in the scale. So I don't. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I haven't really gotten too excited about seeing the weight drop, which is weird because you should be excited. I guess I'm just waiting to see that number drop under 300, and then I'll be happy. I mean, I'm happy about losing weight now, but I'll be, I guess, a lot more proud of myself once I see it back under 300. I was looking at my MyFitnessPal app, and I believe the highest weight I was this time around was 355. I know I started these videos when I was 338, I think it was. And you can go back to a second from the last video to see that weigh in. But my highest weight after 2017 of losing and gaining it back from the pandemic was 355, and that was in September of last year. So yeah, going back under 300, it'll be a 55-pound loss, so that's a good thing. It really has to be lifestyle change. I know that. I guess I'm afraid that it hasn't really sunk in. Not that it hasn't sunk in, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get to my goal and then put weight on again. So it's like even when I'm at my goal weight, I still have to be very cognizant of what I weigh, what I eat daily. For me, that's like a new way of thinking. You know, I was never raised to focus on what I'm eating or to watch my weight. It was just eat whatever you want until you get full type of thing. So I have to learn how to constantly monitor my weight and also not let the food cravings get out of hand. Like, just don't go crazy on food. Which, I don't know. I don't want it to sound like I'm some big binge eater, but, like, compared to things you see on, like, my 600-pound life or those other fat shows, like, those people binge eat. Like, they'll order multiple pizzas and eat it all themselves. My dog wants attention. Donnie, you good boy. You good boy. Donnie, get down. So, like, I've never eaten that much before, but binge eating technically is eating more than one portion of food for a meal. So, if you eat more than one portion, you're technically binge eating, which I definitely do that. I'll have multiple portions. So, I have to learn how to have smaller portions and be satisfied with the smaller portions and not let it go out of hand. So, yeah. But anyway, tomorrow's the weigh in, then Saturday is improv class again. I'm excited about that. Those are fun. It's going to be sad once those end. Those end April 13th. So, they have other, not classes. Well, maybe they'll do the classes again, but they have something called drop-in. I guess they're called classes, drop-in classes that you can just randomly drop in and participate in stuff. So maybe I'll do those. Other than that, it's about the middle of March, I think, or Easter's coming up. Been planning some stuff for Easter, things to make for Easter. Probably, well, I shouldn't say probably because I know I'm not gonna stay keto for Easter. And sometimes breaking keto helps. It kind of, I think it shocked your body. I think sometimes your body will maybe hold on to water weight or I don't know, whatever it does during ketosis. And once you let your body know that carbs are available, it tends to either release water or fat. But I don't know. In the past, when I've broke keto, went back to keto, I've noticed pretty good weight loss. So, but even with breaking keto, I'm still going to try not to go too crazy. Have decent single serving portions of food. I really don't need to eat bread. I love bread, but nutritionally, there's really no good reason to eat it. So I try to stay away from that stuff. Always like holidays and stuff. I don't know. It hasn't revolved around food, but food's been a huge part of holidays. And I think it's okay for that. It's like Thanksgiving. It's like Thanksgiving is a holiday that, yeah, focuses on food. I mean, obviously, it's not the reason behind it. It's, you know, um, but other holidays like Easter and all the others, it's like it doesn't have to necessarily revolve around food. We meet up with family and friends and have food, but you can focus on more of actually creating memories by, I don't know, doing stuff together. So I'm going to try to focus on that more. But, trying to think what else I want to talk about. I just wanted to make a video because the past 2 days I haven't actually talked to the camera. Just the way I was feeling, I didn't want to record video of what I was eating. I just, mentally, I was not with it. But hopefully now those vitamins and I kind of think, well, in the past, my doctor did tell me that I was low on, it was either vitamin B12 or vitamin D. I think it was B12. Um, I should have been taking those. I think I'm also low on the fish oil. I forget what vitamin that is. Omega 3, maybe? Omega 6? I don't know. I know I get some omegas from avocados. So I should probably get some fish oil also. But I am feeling better, so I think maybe it's the vitamins low on some sort of vitamin, and also the little bit of carbs probably helped. I ate the strawberries like before my fasting window ended around 2 o'clock. Well, maybe it was actually like quarter after 2, but probably would have been ideal to eat those right before the workout. Um, Carbs just give you a little bit more energy for doing that sort of stuff. But I mean, I wasn't eating it for energy. I was just eating it to try to balance what was ever off in my body. So I think it worked. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. The biggest thing. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can start monetizing this channel. But yeah, it would be nice. It's not well why I'm doing this for money. I'm just doing this to, like I've said in other videos, to gain that experience of making videos and be more comfortable on video, which I think it's working. What else was I going to say about the subscribing? So you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can start to monetize it. So I forget how many views you actually need, like per month. There's a certain amount of views you need. But oh yeah, I was gonna say, if you have any ideas, someone actually mentioned me wanting or them wanting me to make French toast, a keto French toast, and I will say my keto French toast is pretty good. I just over the years of doing keto, I just kind of learned what I liked in the 90-second bread, so it comes out pretty good. It's better than keto pancakes. I made keto pancakes before, and they turn out okay, but keto French toast is better. You can just add more stuff to it. It's easier to add more stuff to it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll make those Saturday. Because I have to go to improv around 11-ish. It's like an hour drive to St. Pete. So, yeah, maybe I'll try to make those Saturday. But if you have any other ideas or want to see some other low carb recipes, have any questions, I'll try to answer my best. So let me know what you want to see, and I'll think about showing you. All right, have a good night.